On this vote, the ayes are 60, the nays are 40. The bill as amended is passed.
That Senate vote last night approves a bill that would end the longest government shutdown ever, now in day 42. A House vote may come tomorrow on the plan that will
fund the government through January 30th. It also includes year-long funding bills for Congress, the Agriculture Department, and the military. But it does not include a deal on Obamacare subsidies, which is what Dems have been fighting for all along. Republicans are promising a side deal, a separate vote in December on a health care bill. The same 8 Democrats who voted to break the filibuster on Sunday stuck with Republicans. Senator Rand Paul was the only Republican to vote no.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera. Many Democrats are angry at the 8 senators who broke ranks after demanding for weeks the bill include an extension of the Obamacare tax credits expiring at year's end, leaving millions of Americans to pay more for health coverage. But President Trump tells Fox Republicans are working on that.
I want the money to go into an account for people where the people buy their own health insurance. It's so good.
Until the president signs the funding bill to end the shutdown, there is still also a legal battle over continuing to provide SNAP food assistance, and it'll be another difficult travel day. There are already almost 1,200 flights canceled, more than 500 delays after over 11,000 flight issues yesterday amid air traffic controller sickouts. They've been working without pay, and President Trump was critical of them on Truth Social.
But praised those who showed up, adding, I will be recommending a bonus of $10,000 per person for distinguished service to our country. For those that did nothing but complain and took time off, even though everyone knew they would be paid in full shortly into the future, I am not happy with you.
Fox's David Spunt. At least 12 people are dead in Islamabad, Pakistan, in a suicide bombing the day after a car blew up in New Delhi, India, killing at least 8 people. That's being investigated as possible terrorism. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Newly filed evidence in the case of Richard Allen. A mostly clear sky, and it's 23 degrees in the Circle City, but it feels like 18. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. He's the man convicted of killing Abby Williams and Libby German in Delphi back in 2017. That evidence includes 1,200 pages of material related to the Odinism theory. The evidence, released as part of Allen's appeal efforts, contains posts by a confirmed Odinist named Brad Holder, whose son was a friend of one of the victims. The exhibits include a photo resembling the crime scene layout and a painting by Holder resembling the pose of one of the girls' bodies. A man who's been arrested a lot is considered to be a serial flasher in Indianapolis. Jarrett Lewis reports.
Cameron Greenwood is getting 2 years in prison after pleading guilty to public indecency for an incident back in July where he exposed himself to a woman. It's not the first time that's happened. Since 2019, Greenwood has been arrested 49 times. A good chunk of those are for nudity, exposing himself, or public indecency. Greenwood was sentenced on Monday and will likely spend less than a year and a half of his time behind bars due to jail credit. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
Indiana Governor Mike Braun says Hoosier families who receive SNAP benefits will have access to some of the funds today. Indiana's not fully restoring the funding yet that was interrupted by the federal government shutdown. Braun says they will restore the full benefits as soon as possible once the federal spending deal is signed by President Trump. Don't be complacent when driving, especially with the recent snowfall. That's the message from State Police Sergeant John Perrine.
But the side roads, the ramps, the bridges, overpasses, those have proven to be pretty hazardous lately, especially the county roads. They look just snow covered, but there's actually a layer of ice under that snow.
He says between Sunday and Monday, state police responded to hundreds of crashes across the state not long after the snow started falling because many drivers were going too fast for the road conditions. And the Indiana gas average today, $2.98 a gallon, according to AAA. That's down a couple of cents from where it was on Monday. I'm John Herrick, on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com. News time, 6:04. Your traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Are you about to make a $100,000 Social Security mistake? And the worst part, you'll never even know it. The biggest mistake with Social Security isn't when you file. It's how Social Security is impacted by your IRA and 401k withdrawals, taxes, and even your Medicare premiums. One tiny oversight, and most people make this one, could cost you 6 figures in lifetime income. Do you hear me? 6 figures in lifetime income.
But you can avoid this with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy. This isn't some generic report. It is customized for you, and it's absolutely free. Even if you're not a client, It's free. And if you've saved at least $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, call right now. 317-648-5120. Get that free analysis. 648-5120 or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Looking on the north side at eastbound 465 after Michigan Road, it's a crash on the right shoulder. No delay at the moment, and we're being a little bit careful today, but right now we're moving up to speed and looking good at that Clear Path construction project on the northeast side. Inbound 69, no problems. 37 into 465. That's a 4-minute trip at the moment. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Shop the Black Friday Now sale at Grand Appliance to save on LG and other top appliance brands. Visit grandappliance.com or your local Grand showroom for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Traffic. Nope, we just did that. Weather. That's much better. Ryan Morse, Wish TV meteorologist. Do I have it right from Ryan Morse?
You got it right.
Am I having a stroke? Like, is something going on that I don't know about me at this moment?
It's the cold air.
It could be. I swear to you, I don't smell toast. I'm good. All right, Ryan Morse, what's going on?
Yeah, cloudy skies or I should say clouds are going to be increasing, and we're going to have cloudy skies for today. We're starting out with wind chill numbers in the teens. There is a spotty chance of flurries for today and maybe some sprinkles later on in the afternoon and evening, but most will remain dry, and anyone that gets in a flurry, accumulation is unlikely. Today's high in the afternoon in the lower 40s. Tonight, partly cloudy, low temperatures in the mid-30s. Plenty of sunshine for your day on Wednesday. We'll see any snow on the ground probably be gone by the end of the day on Wednesday, with temperatures in the mid-50s for highs, partly cloudy skies. And looking ahead towards the end of the week, our temperatures warming up day by day. On Saturday, warmest day of the week, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. Could see a few areas challenging 70 degrees in southern Indiana with mostly cloudy skies.
So the past 48 hours are this, and then you tell us 70-degree temperatures are on the way.
It's Indiana in the fall for you.
That is something, son. That is something. Also, I called you son. This has been a weird morning already. We're not even at 6:10. We're already there. We're smelling toast. I'm calling you son. Ha. Don't even know where this all came from, but it's going to be a fantastic day. Ryan Morse, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate you taking the time, sir. 23 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:07. Conversation just last night, when asked about how long this shutdown was going to take to get back on track, I said, well, there are Democrats who still don't want it, and they'll try and gauge delays. Rand Paul wants some kind of hemp funding in the continuing resolution. Of course he does. You might see delays there. And then the Senate passed it last night. I'm saying delays could still happen. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Great to be with you. You had 8 senators on the Democratic side, 7 Democrats, 1 independent, Angus King of Maine. That's his name, Angus King, of the state of Maine, who caucuses with the Democrats, coming over saying, this is nonsense. We got to put an end to this. We're hurting too many people. And, of course, that's what the Democratic Party did. And the rest of the Democrats are like, you caved, and you're terrible, and we'll remember your names, and we're coming for you. And they want kids to not have any food. This is who they are. This is what they want. They're supported by the Indiana Democratic Party. Don't ask me why that is. It's just who they are. Remember that when the midterms come on November 3rd, 2026. So now this is going to move to the House. And you're like, wait a second. This already passed the House. No. Passed the House. This is different. These 3 pieces of legislation, which they're referring to as a minibus as opposed to an omnibus, which would be a much larger piece of spending legislation. They're agreeing to have a vote on Obamacare subsidies down the road in December, and this is what they're going to vote on. So who knows how it is that Democrats under Hakeem Jeffries might move to try and slow this down? I don't have a good answer for that. It is my belief that the answer is whatever they can do to still show their party that they're strong. And you say to me, Tony, that sounds crazy. And I'll say to you, yeah. Yeah, 10,000% it sounds crazy. But I don't trust that they're going to move quickly on the thing. I would have no reason to trust it. If it goes quickly, well, that's just dumb luck. Which will then bring us to when does it pass the House and when does it get signed? You could see this happen by Friday if everybody's normal. I just don't believe everybody's normal. And because everybody is not normal, this, I don't believe, ends well this week. And as for people like Chuck Schumer,
well, I think he made a mistake in going too far.
Going too far? How?
Well, he just went too far. He thought he could break the Republicans, and the Republicans broke him. But he did think that we have good policy, they have bad policy. And there's something, I don't know if it's Trump derangement or they're just crazed. They're like crazed lunatics. But, we have just great policy. We have good people. They have some good people, too. I know a lot of Democrats. They're not all crazy. They're not all. But you have some that are absolutely terrible. I look at this Crockett. This is a very low IQ person. And I look at somebody that comes from Somalia where they don't have anything. They don't have police. They don't have military. They don't have anything. All they have is crime. And she comes in and tells us how to run our country. The Constitution says this, the Constitution. The whole thing is crazy. I feel badly because I've known Chuck Schumer. I knew him when he was a person who loved Israel, and now he's a Palestinian. He's become a Palestinian.
Well, they asked me, Tony, is it easy to be a radio host? Some days. Some days. But not everything going on with President Trump is going to make you smile or make you laugh or make you say, oh, my gosh. It's more going to make you say, oh, my gosh. That story is coming up. The shutdown could be over by Friday. But that is possibly some wishful thinking as well. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. A healthcare approval at 6:32. On November 21st, join Indiana's top energy professionals and industry leaders for IBJ Media's Future of Energy Summit 2025. Register today at ibj.com/events.
Hey, Mayor Nigel here for Window Nation. You want your home to be comfortable year-round, your family protect, and an investment that you can feel great about for years. Now, during Window Nation's end of the year sale this November, you could save big on windows to do just that. You'll save 50% off all window styles. Plus, you can get 0% financing for 5 years. And your total price even includes Window Nation's professional one-day installation.
Window Nation has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. And if you prefer to hear what other customers have to say about Window Nation, check out the over 45,000 5-star customer reviews. Put an end to your window problems right now. Don't wait. Window Nation's end of the year sale. It's your chance to save big with 50% off all window styles, 0% financing for 5 years. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to get started. That's windownation.com.
Do you spend half your day walking or standing while working? If you have foot, knee, or low back pain, the Good Feet store wants to help you like we helped Tony.
Pain that I experience the most is foot pain from being on my feet all day. You're having to kind of talk to yourself through the whole shift, like, I got this, I can do this. Before, I felt defeated, and now it's like, all right, let's go. I'm ready. A whole new life, like sunshine coming on.
And here's Dennis.
working at an amusement park, it's always on your feet. I just couldn't take it. I just couldn't believe that putting these arch supports in made that much of a difference that quickly. Good Feet just took that pain away, and I could do my job, and I could take care of my family. I know what my tomorrow is going to be. It's going to be positive, and it's going to be pain-free.
You deserve a better life, too. Stop into the Good Feet store today. We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall or in Greenwood, just off the 65.
Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
All right, Tony, looking at the north side, it's eastbound 465 after Michigan Road crash on the right shoulder. No delay there. Everything else looking pretty good this morning. Coming up from the south side and way south side, it's going to be Franklin, Johnson County, northbound 65 looking fantastic right now. State Road 44, King Street up to 465. It's a 13-minute travel time, no delays. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. At Great Lakes Honda of Fishers, it's Black Friday all month long. Lease a 2025 Ridgeline RTL this week and be entered for your chance to win a TV during Great Lakes Honda of Fishers Black Friday sale. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves still some chilly temperatures. 23 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. When you buy an engagement ring or fine jewelry gift from Shane Company, you get more than what you paid for. Our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. It covers everything. There's no fine print. You'll get unlimited cleanings, resizings, and repairs. Plus, it even protects your engagement ring's center stone. We stand behind the quality of our jewelry, and that's our gift to you this holiday. Peace of mind. Because a friend knows the best things in life are free. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson, third generation owner of Wilson Farm Market, just 15 minutes north of 465 on 31. If you are looking for your source of homegrown, locally made, know where your food's coming from, we are your spot. We have hand-dipped ice cream, 130 different kinds of cheese. We fry chicken, just a little bit of everything, a foodie's heaven. Wilson Farm Market, where good taste runs in the family. Just 15 minutes north of 465, right on US 31.
Gage Diamonds has a secret for creating something stunning, something forever. It's our skilled ring designers. Tell them about your favorite ring styles. Show them your inspirations. Together, you'll make magic. Schedule your in-person or online appointment. Gage specializes in exceptional lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. Visit GageDiamonds.com. We're engagement's middle name.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard Air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
It's a lot of canceled flights. Just as a reminder, do not take it out on the people at the Indianapolis International Airport. It's not their fault. They didn't do anything wrong. All they're doing is working. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. In this shutdown, there have been a lot of very odd things stated and a very lot of, I think, strange rulings. There was this judge who said you have to pay out the SNAP benefits. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, food stamps. Said this to the Trump administration. The Trump administration said, how in the world do we do this? We have to pay them out in full. The money's not there to do them in full. We're not paying it out. And the judge said, well, you have to pull them out. You have to send them out. You have to fulfill it. Send out what you can. And they were like, okay, we don't know if we're even allowed to do this, but okay. And then they started working on sending that out. Then you had the Supreme Court jumping in with an emergency order to block the SNAP food aid payments. Okay, it's getting stranger. Then you had this, where last week the U.S. Department of Agriculture instructed states to undo actions they've taken to send out full SNAP benefits. Now, how in the world do you do that? If I already sent somebody $50 and I said, this is your $50, and then I say, oh, wait a second, I was only supposed to send you $35. Or I wasn't supposed to send you that $50, even though I told you I was going to send you the $50, and even though we have this idea that I owe you $50. You're not getting that $50 back. How do you undo this? And the USDA, Department of Agriculture, told states that don't comply, they could lose out on federal cost sharing regarding SNAP. I don't know how you punish the state for doing what you said to do. Hey, send out what you can. And then, oh, no, wait, you can't. And if you sent it out, you'll be punished. I don't know how that works. Now, is this a conversation about what the federal government was going to send out or states engaging a level of supplemental? If a state engaged a level of supplemental, I don't know where the feds come in to say anything. I only bring this up because if you are confused, you are not the only one. This has all been outrageously confusing. Confusing is one thing. When judges get involved and decide that they're in charge when they're not. Some lawsuit comes and you're like, well, I guess I'm going to have to rule here. I guess I'm going to have to do something. How about this lawsuit is nonsense? That's the President of the United States. That's Congress. They're working it out. Leave us be. Not every lawsuit needs to be followed up on. Are you suggesting, Tony, that people shouldn't be able to get justice? No. I'm suggesting that morons shouldn't be able to clog the system and screw us up. It's a good suggestion. But there are, as we've discussed, serious issues still at play. And one of these is air travel. Do not abuse the people at the Indianapolis airport. There will be delays. Have yourself some Chick-fil-A. Have yourself some Tinker Coffee. Head on over. The whole Hughes culinary world is over there with Harry and Izzy's and everything else. Enjoy. Say hello to somebody. Or you know what? If they're listening to their headphones and clearly don't want to be bothered, don't. Just relax. It's going to be good. You're going to get there, hopefully. And it's possible that you won't. Know that going in. I didn't say I'm going to make it easier on you. I just want to make sure everybody's aware of what's possible. President Trump is wrong to threaten air traffic controllers. I know. There's Tony telling us Trump's wrong again. I said he was right about the border. I've said he's right about strengthening the military. I said he's right about rebuilding the military. I've said he's right regarding taking out Iran's nuclear capabilities. There's some things that I think he's wrong about. I thought he was wrong about the filibuster, too. But the story is President Trump wants to recommend a $10,000 bonus for air traffic controllers who remained on the job. I don't even know if he can do that. Now, he's not talking about paying it himself. He's talking about a recommendation. I don't know what comes from that. But he puts out that all air traffic controllers must get back to work now in exclamation points. Anyone who doesn't will be substantially docked. I don't know how the president has the ability to dock anybody's pay. I have no idea how he does that. When he was asked where you're going to get the money for the $10,000 bonus, he said, I don't know. I'll get it from someplace. Okay. You had over 2,000 flights canceled yesterday. You had over 7,000 flights delayed yesterday. And you want people who aren't getting paid to stay on the job. Now, We can go the full Ronald Reagan route, and you can order people back to work. I am not saying no, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't be back at work. Not the argument I make. The argument I make is that this is not the way to go about what it is you want done. This isn't actually tough for the sake of it. Or I actually take that back. This isn't tough for a value. This is tough for the sake of it. This should have been 2 weeks ago. I know this shutdown is driving you mad, and I know it's hurting you. But I need you. America needs you to be working. We need to keep other people in the skies and going. We need you. That should have been it. Well, Tony, that's weak. That's begging. No. That's rallying around to something bigger. That while Democrats are doing this, we, Americans, are still holding strong. And then working with rich friends and others to find them some level of assistance. Because if you're going to find the $10,000 per person bonus from somewhere, you could have found $6,200 for the rest of these people. I'm talking about as a tactic. This one doesn't work. How dare you take a job to feed your kids is a weird take. And not one Trump should engage. I know that bothers some people. I think it's weird that what I just said could bother anybody. Because what I just said is pretty normal. It's a better strategy. Let's go with better strategies. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
All right, Tony, looking at the north side, it's a crash eastbound 465 after Michigan Road on the right shoulder. No delay at the moment. And now we have a vehicle fire reported on southbound 65 south side. This is at Southport Road. Vehicle fire just reported. Watch for slowdowns on that outbound side of I-65 on the south side. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this afternoon on the Hammer and Nigel Show, we're raising money for homeless Hoosier veterans. Operation Rudolph with the Veteran Support Network starts at 3 o'clock on this Veterans Day.
Fall in Indiana is prep season. Get your home ready before the temperatures drop and the snow gets here. Because the truth is, and you know this, your roof, your siding, your gutters, your window problems, they're not going to fix themselves. One missing shingle turns into a leak. Clogged gutters lead to ice dams. Drafty siding or bad insulation means sky-high heating bills all winter long. It's why you need Moss Roofing, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com. Family owned right here in Indiana for over 30 years. Moss Roofing will give you a free, no-obligation inspection. Spotting problems now before the cold really settles in so you're not scrambling in January. And thanks to new energy tax credits and Indiana Energy Saver rebates, you can save big on insulation and efficiency upgrades. Money back in your pocket while protecting your home. Don't wait. Call Moss Roofing today, 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you, 317-747-3665. Get your home winter ready this fall with people you can trust. Moss Roofing, 747-3665 or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com.
Energy slipping? Losing your edge? It could be low T. Take action. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick free T test.
Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. TRTMVP.com.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
Hey, it's Big Joe for your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer, Reinhardt Heating and Cooling. Owner Danny Reinhardt's son Kevin says one simple saying from his dad affects him every day at work.
Especially when you go out and do sales and service calls and collect money and do all this stuff that's important to a lot of people. He always said the number one thing I remember from him is just fair and honest wins every time.
You can trust Reinhardt Heating and Cooling, 317-745-4526. Reinhardt Heating and Cooling is your trusted local independent American Standard dealer.
I was struggling to maintain contact with the professional world.
Dr. Ferner of Indianapolis talks about why he got the new caption phone from Relay Indiana.
When I got the phone, it turned it around.
Go to RelayIndiana.com. That's RelayIndiana.com. And read up on the caption phone.
People that I talk with do not necessarily know that I have this service. It's a piece of cake.
Go to RelayIndiana.com to learn more.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The time to bundle up is now. A mostly clear sky, 23 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, but it feels like 18 with the wind chill. I'm John Herrick. This report is brought to you by Window Nation. Here's what's trending at 6:30. Temperatures are going to be below freezing most of the time this week, both early in the mornings and late in the evenings.
Especially this morning, we've got quite the chilly wind chills.
Casey Fuson with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says some places will feel like it's 10 degrees at times, but it will warm up later on as the week goes on. A man shot and killed on the east side of Indianapolis at around 3:30 this morning. IMPD believes two people got into an argument which led to the shooting. Another man critically injured in a shooting on the south side of Indianapolis Monday night. A person of interest was detained in that incident. $2.98 a gallon is the average price for gas across Indiana today, according to AAA. On the Senate floor late Monday night.
On this vote, the ayes are 60, the nays are 40. The bill as amended is passed.
That's the sound of the Senate voting to pass a bill that would end the government shutdown. 8 Democrats joined all but 1 Republican to vote for the bill. The House is expected to vote on it Wednesday, and then President Trump is supposed to sign it after that. Today in the U.S., we celebrate our veterans. Fox's Gernal Scott reports that this is a day of honor that dates back more than a century.
You can trace this day's remembrances back to November 11th, 1919, the first Armistice Day, to remember those who then President Woodrow Wilson said died in the country's service in World War I. In 1954, Congress renamed it Veterans Day to honor those who serve in every branch. Today, Americans all over value that commitment. From Detroit,
they're defending that big word. A big word is democracy.
To Washington, D.C.
We need to make sure this continues through generation so it's never forgotten.
Today, active duty, the National Guard, and reserves number more than 2 million. We thank them all for their service. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
You've got traffic, weather, and sports all coming up in a moment.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. State Senator Ed Charbonneau says he has mixed reactions to the Indiana Department of Health's approval of Terre Haute-based Union Health's application for a certificate of public advantage to move forward with a proposed merger with Terre Haute Regional Hospital. The Valparaiso Republican says he wants to see more reassurances that health care prices won't go up for Vigo County residents.
I think it's critical that we have a good understanding of what all of the commitments are, and then a way to periodically get an update, track how Union Health is doing with regard to those commitments.
A travel center business based in suburban St. Louis plans to open a $30 million store and gas station in the first half of 2026 in Indiana. Wally's, which bills itself as home of the Great American Road Trip, is building a travel center aimed at commuters and travelers just off I-65 in Boone County. The Indiana Destination Development Corporation has awarded the state's highest tourism honor to the owners of Davis Mercantile in Shipshewana. Alvin and Elsie Miller received the Will Cook Indiana Tourism Leadership Award. Davis Mercantile is home to more than 20 unique stores with products including quilts, toys, food, and entertainment, and boasts more than 2 million visitors annually. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress. From the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, invest in connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation. with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick, coming to you this week from Northwest Indiana, Jeffersonville, Muncie, South Bend, in downtown Evansville, Terre Haute, Fort Wayne, Richmond, from one of the state's key entrepreneurial and innovation hubs, 16 Tech. Inside Indiana Business, Indiana's business news leader. A Canada-based gaming and entertainment company that has drawn attention for its interactive rooms where players work cooperatively or compete against each other plans to open its first location in Indiana next month in Fishers. Activate Games plans to occupy space at the former Party City store on East 96th Street. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
Yeah, Gary, vehicle fire on the south side, southbound 65 at Southport Road. Crash on the north side, eastbound 465 after Michigan Road, and that's on the right shoulder. Slow down heading into the south split because of construction northbound 65. Raymond into where the interstate split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
It's cold, kids. That's all it's the best I can do for you. 23 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Time is 6:36. We check on sports. John Herrick, what's happening with you?
Well, Tony, sports on WIBC brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. It is rest and recovery time for the Indianapolis Colts. On Monday, Colts head coach Shane Steichen said,
got the bye week now, so doing some self-scout stuff, watching the game, cleaning that stuff up, and then get some rest and get ready to go for Kansas City after the bye.
Colts are 8-2 on the season. Their game against Kansas City is November 23rd. The Indiana Pacers are 1-9 on the year. They're back in action tonight against the Utah Jazz. Tip-off at 9 o'clock. The final regular season home game for the second-ranked Indiana Hoosier football team is this Saturday against Wisconsin. And Hoosier head football coach Curt Cignetti said Monday at his weekly press conference that nothing is easy from here on out.
I think we need to understand that we're going to get everybody's best shot. You know, we're not sneaking up on anyone anymore.
Wisconsin is 3-6 on the year. Cignetti describes Wisconsin, though, as tough and gritty. Kickoff on Saturday at noon. I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer David Band, Vice President of Communications for Volunteers of America, an organization that supports veterans, seniors, and families with affordable housing.
We rely on Applied Innovation for a multitude of services, from IT support through our multifunctional devices. These devices are supremely important to our innovation and our ability to serve our clients.
Applied Innovation's culture means being involved in their local communities.
The Applied Innovation staff is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, whether they are supporting our mission, supporting our events, or helping us with what we need. It's not often we can find an organization that quote-unquote just gets it.
The benefit of Applied Innovation support?
Bottom line benefit is I can get out there, I can engage with the community and help spread the mission and help people that need our services, veterans, seniors, and families.
Looking for a company that simply gets it? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit applieddinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Did you get a heating and air conditioning quote that you're just not sure of? Give us a call for a free second opinion.
317-577-8077 for Family Heating and Air, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Right now at Tom Roush Lincoln, get a 2025 Lincoln Corsair from
$4,000 off plus 0% APR. 2025 Lincoln Aviator from $5,000 off plus 0%. Or 2025 Lincoln Nautilus for $4,500 off. Also 0% APR. So come get that new Lincoln at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
Corsair MSRP 51,720. Aviator MSRP 72,225. Nautilus MSRP 71,60. 0% APR for 48 months on qualifying Lincolns. Good through 12/1/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
I think we're just going to have to let this happen for a little bit. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Quick dance break. Turn it up. All right, that was better. Thank you. I think it was helpful. I think there should be more of that. Can I tell you, weirdest thing happened to me yesterday, where I think that people like the idea of being offended. I think that they are, what's the word I'm looking for? They're never so happy as when they claim that they are offended. They make it up. It's got to be the case, right? Well, I was discussing yesterday, because I missed it for the morning show. I was discussing this right here. That the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald took place 50 years ago.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy.
50 years ago, Lake Superior. And I made the mistake as I was going through things and discussing, like, I can't believe I forgot to play this. I forgot to mention this. I said Lake Michigan, and then corrected myself and said Lake Superior. And someone put out on social media, I can't believe you said Lake of Michigan. I'm done listening. I'm like, listen, I said it. I corrected right away. But if it makes you feel superior to call me out, okay. I mean, do what you will. And the response was, I just felt disrespected, or I felt it was disrespectful. Guys, the perfection in other people's lives must be amazing. I don't know how they deal with it. It must be so difficult to be so perfect that everybody else just be a screw up. Very weird. Anyway, Gordon Lightfoot. Not my favorite Gordon Lightfoot song.
The wind and the wires made a tattletale sound when the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing.
It's a really good song, though. That much I'll give it. 50 years ago, it was yesterday. Crazy. Hope you'll forgive me my transgressions. The chat room's already saying, do better, Tony. Yeah, I know. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Holy cow! Another beautiful play for Indiana.
A new coach, a new team, a new energy in Bloomington.
You're going to see a bunch of guys that are all about winning. They play incredibly hard.
Coach Darren DeVries is ready to write the next chapter in Hoosier basketball.
We love what I think the fans are going to be able to see in terms of how we approach every game.
IU basketball is back. Up next, Milwaukee, Wednesday at 7 on the home of the Hoosiers, 93 WIBC.
There's one name for every home system. Chapman. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, drains, electrical. and now proudly serving Bloomington. Remember the man for all seasons, and now more reasons. Chapman, ChapmanHeating.com.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what are you doing?
North side, check it eastbound 465 after Michigan Road, and that is a crash on the outside shoulder. No delay at the moment. Vehicle fire on the south side has cleared. This is southbound 65 at Southport Road. All lanes have reopened. We had the 2 right lanes blocked. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting for luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
23 ridiculously cold and stupid degrees. I'm sorry. Is that what you were saying? 23 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Are you about to make a $100,000 Social Security mistake? And the worst part, you'll never even know it. The biggest mistake with Social Security isn't when you file, it's how Social Security is impacted by your IRA and 401k withdrawals, taxes, and even your Medicare premiums. One tiny oversight, and most people make this one, could cost you 6 figures in lifetime income. Do you hear me? 6 figures in lifetime income.
But you can avoid this with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy. This isn't some generic report. It is customized for you, and it's absolutely free. Even if you're not a client, it's free. And if you've saved at least $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, call right now, 317-648-5120. Get that free analysis, 648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Food insecurity is an urgent problem, one that impacts real Hoosiers. You can help today. Gleaners needs donations. Your contribution goes further with Gleaners. For every $10 you give, Gleaners leverages their resources to turn your $10 into $90 worth of groceries for families who desperately need help right now. Your gift benefits local community members, and every dollar counts. Gleaners also needs volunteers now to help with warehouse distribution. Go to gleaners.org and donate or get involved today.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
I'm going to ask again, and producer Carl, you've got work to do. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Find everything over at TonyKatz.com. But the live stream is happening right now, and you can check that out, youtube.com/WIBC. Ivy Tech was led by Sue Ellspermann, the former lieutenant governor. She was the lieutenant governor under Mike Pence. And I never found out. I mean, everybody, has a theory and everybody will pretend that they're in the know, but you got to speak to people who actually were there. Was she forced out of the LG job so Eric Holcomb could be brought in? Or did she say, you know what? I'm done with this public life. I'll do something a little bit different. And she went on to run Ivy Tech, and from every account was fine at it. I've never heard anybody give a real negative, ever. Well, she decided that she was going to step away from that. And Ivy Tech brought in someone by the name of Marty Pollio. Pollio. I think I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. Didn't know the man. Knew he was an academic. I had done a little bit of research, and that's all I knew. I think that Ivy Tech is a jewel in Indiana. I think it has tremendous value. I think that it's a little underutilized. Well, and I say a little underutilized, I mean a lot underutilized. We did a couple years ago Ivy Tech Week. We wanted to share what was going on. We talked about what school wants to be talked about. Ivy Tech was like, we do. And they were great. And I had these very, very in-depth conversations with Sue Ellspermann. They were terrific, and they still exist at youtube.com/WIBC. So they brought in Marty Pollio. He comes out of Louisville, and he ran what's known as the JCPS, the Jefferson County Public Schools. Well, as we brought up last week, there has been a series of reports about financial trouble at Jefferson County Public Schools, insolvency, about threats, about hey, lie, don't tell them this, tell them that, intimidation, a host of things. I mean, Jefferson County Public Schools facing serious financial trouble, district leaders say. Jefferson County Public Schools finances insolvency, and the blame is on the former superintendent, Marty Pollio. Here's one from September 22nd of 2025. The Jefferson County Public Schools top finance leader strikes back at Pollio's budget claims. Something's going on. Something happened in Jefferson County in Louisville, and we just brought that to Indiana to run a massive organization. I'd like to know what happened here. Now, I have reached out to the journalist in question. I have not yet heard back. I am trying to get more information. And then I was sent this. Now, this I cannot completely corroborate, but I can in part. After Marty Pollio arrived at Ivy Tech, resignations started. Resignations began. And the question is, why? Why in the world did these people resign soon after this guy got to be the president of Ivy Tech Community College? So I'm asking, do I have it right? Do I have the information accurate? Dean McCurdy, Matt Hawkins, Courtney Robbins, Dominic Chase, Matt Etchison, Etchison. All right, maybe Etchison hasn't resigned yet. The others: Dean McCurdy, Matt Hawkins, Courtney Roberts, Dominic Chase. I'm asking two questions. Did you resign from your positions at Ivy Tech? And then the follow-up, will you speak to us about it? First, did you resign? I should follow up with, did you resign because of the installing of Marty Pollio as the president of Ivy Tech? And then, will you talk to us about it? This, I do not know why people aren't talking about this. I don't know. Maybe it's because journalism is just so great. They're too busy with other stories. But this is a story. There's enough here from the Courier-Journal to make you wonder what's going on. The resignations could be standard, right? People resign when there's a new administration. Or not. Or not. And I would like to hear from them. Tony at TonyKatz.com. You know how to get in touch with me. Do that. What's going on at Ivy Tech? Because we can't afford to screw this up. This helps too many kids. It helps too many Hoosiers. It helps all of us. And we're going to right this ship just before it goes wrong if we have to. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
South side northbound 65 slow from Raymond Street up to the south.